Oy vey. I have not done this in a long time. A very, very long time. Oy. Hello, hello! Welcome to the show. Psychido back with another LEGO review. With a little bit of information and exploration, maybe I can convince you guys to buy into the LEGO Ideas set, Ship in a Bottle. There isn't too many things that you see come out of LEGO that have the imagination that this one does. And yes, it's not part of a franchise or something spectacular like, Ghostbusters, which is right behind me, or something like that. But it did capture the hearts and the minds and the creative side of so many fans of LEGO. Right now, I'm looking at it on both Lego.com and Amazon, and it is still currently available. It's got a 4.5-star rating on LEGO with 99 reviews at $70. But if you look over at Amazon right now, it is available currently at $59.99, and I believe it's been on sale for a while. I personally have a desire to buy as many things off of LEGO directly as I can, but that's just my personal opinion of it. I don't begrudge anybody for getting a deal. That's pretty much your two options when it comes to LEGO Ideas sets. They're not distributed widely amongst retailers usually. So keep that in mind when you're looking for LEGO Idea sets specifically. Let's go ahead and take a look at this box here real quick. You can see size-wise, it's not super large. Let's go ahead and throw my hand in there so you can see how big it is. As you can see on it, it's got 962 pieces, and ages 12 and up is what is on this one. And I kind of disagree with that age bracket thing, providing that your son or daughter is an experienced LEGO builder. We can reduce that by a couple years pretty much every time. When you look on the back of this, you don't have your typical backs of LEGO boxes where it shows you different scenes from the set or different things that you can build from the set. A lot of the times they'll show close-ups of minifigures, those kind of things. This one has another picture of the ship in the bottle, but with the ship outside of the bottle and a little artistic flair thrown in there just for selling points, if you will, to try to push the product. There is a very obvious reason to pick this one up if you are just a piece collector, and that is all of the clear pieces. But we will get more into that as we break down the box. One of the things that they've done really well about the Ideas box sets is really driving home that you're getting something special out of this. The way the boxes open up are different. The way the packaging is done is a little bit different. And the manuals themselves are more like books. They tell a story, if you will. There's always a little bit about the person who created the set in there. A little bit of information just to add some reason to hold on to these things and make it more of an event, more special, an experience overall. But as we pull out the bags here, you're going to notice there's a couple of reasons why this set specifically for people who are just looking for specific pieces, this one is a pretty good idea to pick up if you're looking for clear pieces, and in this case the ones that make up the bottle are very difficult to come across. And then you also have a lot of those very ocean or water blue studs, single studs inside of the set. And then something you're not even going to hear being brought up too often about this set is the bling factor. The gold pieces in here are a fairly good amount, and it's pieces that you don't necessarily see with other sets. Again, something that if you're looking for a good value, I think is there. Another thing to note about this specific set is it also has quite a bit of brown. Brown isn't something that is too difficult to get a hold of these days. It's a pretty common color. But this one has a lot of slope pieces, a lot of smaller pieces. If you're looking to get more of a selection of the brown pieces instead of just looking for your standard bricks, this is a pretty good set for that as well. Now, as you can see from the quick build on this here, we're doing a little time lapse of us putting the set together. It is not a complicated set. As I said, I think the 12 plus age is a little overkill. I do feel like this is a very fun experience set to put together. It's not a cut and dry piece. And as far as whether or not you would be able to play with this set, yes, in that sense, it would probably be geared more towards a older audience than a younger audience, because the playability of this set just isn't there. This is a display piece. This is something that you want to put on your mantle, that you want to put in your display case, even put it into a bedroom or something like that. Now, just because this set isn't really meant to be played with doesn't mean it doesn't have any cool features. There's a very, very interesting piece on the stand itself, which is the compass, and the fact that the hand or the centerpiece actually turns around. It's a nice little touch. It's not necessarily something that needed to be done, and it's nice to see something like that in there. Especially if you're going to display it in your house, you could actually have the compass point the correct direction wherever you display it at. One of the negatives I would take from this set is the blue studs themselves. I feel like the idea of water is there, but if they would have added one more bag into the mix, it would have bulked it out a little bit better at the bottom. That being said, with some finagling, you can get it spread out pretty evenly and make it work for you. Actual number on this one, if you pull out the blue studs, is 678. That's 284 pieces that really could be considered bulk or excess. So if you're looking for your best bang for your buck, keep that in mind. Difficulty of this build project and the amount of time you should expect it to take would be about two hours, maybe 3 hours. You're going to want to take at least one break in that time, which you have that built in between 2 and 3 or 3 and 4. Either way, it's a perfect time to go ahead and just sit back and enjoy it. But that's what makes this piece so great, is you don't necessarily have to have a connection with playing with the thing if you have an experience with your kid or just by yourselves putting it together. It's something that you can at a glance look over and appreciate pretty much anytime you walk into a room, depending on where you have it. Is this a good value? Well, that's all really relative to the person buying it. Are you looking for a specific kind of piece? Are you a Lego collector? Are you just simply somebody looking to find a set for a younger person or even an adult collector? There's so many different reasons why you would or wouldn't want to buy this thing, but I can't even talk about the price anymore. Let's face it, Legos are expensive, but you are getting a premium product. There's nobody else that creates something with as much of an experience attached to it as Lego. For me personally, this was a recent birthday gift. I have been very busy with moving and other things, which is why the channel has been completely dead until just now. But I can tell you this, I do intend on purchasing a second one of these because of the pieces that are in it. I think it's well worth the purchase, especially if you get it on a sale price. The Lego Ship in a Bottle, set 21,313, pieces 962, and don't forget about all those clears that you get. It's something to think about if you're one of those avid collectors. As usual, folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget that like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and I'll see you in the next one. And a bit of explanation. It's a something to think about. It's a something to think about. It's a something to think about. Oh my God.